Just a bit of contact in mid, but both teams not ready to push off of it just yet. And Jeremy with a deep push into halls early on eliminates the entire right side of the map.
Collapse towards B.
DG all alone, just has to anchor, stay alive. Jesse Vash waiting for the rest of the team's backup, and Gen.G, they're wise to this as well, as they want to make sure they're able to clear the site safely, but they just don't have time to be able to push in as the backup's already arrived and surrounded them. But guess what? If you can just click the heads, that's all that's going to matter. Gen.G holds their ground before they enter to pick up the pistol. If you're able to maybe draw out some of those precious skills that Team Secret's going to have on an eco like this, as they only run the one Sheriff on Jeremy. Jeremy, he's really been revitalized yesterday, picking up a lot of kills, really climbing the power ranking as well. We'll see if that comes to fruition on the Sheriff.
Some nice shots there to delay that Trailblazer. It's not going to get through the toxic screen, so no info here for Gen.G.
Oh, and it's going to be a double stack right around the corner. They didn't quite check it, and it's going to be one kill each for Jeremy. Jeremy picking up a second as well. Spike dropped at the entrance. Sure, it's just Classic Center Sheriff, but it's way too dangerous for Gen.G. They want a long-range battle. Drone trying to just aggress onto that crosshair of Lakia. And NDG on the flank. Lakia just has too many targets. He wants to isolate 1v1, trying to pick up NDG. He's so concerned about his back. And Team Secret just will not budge time on their side. He picks it up and he cannot swing onto the second. Envy will pick up another kill to his name, and they will get Team Secret. And being on that defensive side, they have no reason to give too much information.
Yeah, and if there's any two players who can get it done with marshals, I was just about to say, it's Meteor and Texture for sure, and Meteor already finds one.
I mean, of course, early kill onto mid as well, kind of forcing Gen.G's hand to move forward, but Meteor is going to make sure that they can stabilize. Still holding onto mid with Texture lurking there. Is he aware that the potential push for Envy is going to come out? He just is not. They're neither of them checking next to them, hiding right behind the box, just in between them. And Envy just walks right in front of him, but it's going to be the Guardian with just a slightly faster fire rate, going to pick up the headshot onto Texture.
Well, this is something that has plagued Team Secret throughout some of their matches. Is now over to Borkum, trying to lock down this A site. Going to invest Snakebite. Bit of utility thrown.
Yeah, a lot of damage done. I mean, this is already backup all arrived here. Even the plan is going to be tough with that fragment. They have to let go and just right into Borkum's Guardian from long range. Sure, everyone hiding in the smokes. Meteor will be good for another shot. Borkum's going to take down one more member now. Just Meteor. Time goes down, and he will have to drop that Marshal as well.
Setting up for another, probably a B hit, especially with that toxic screen coming down.
Yeah, and
really
the
starts to indicate it. Yeah.
Covers the nest. It's going to be a pinch onto B. The time is going to have to be crucial because they're not aware that there's a bit more weight here, but a good flash onto Jeremy. He can't answer back, but NDG not hit by the flash, and Jeremy can recover out of his own cloudburst for a double, and that's the entire push shut down. Spike stranded once.
Tried to take, kind of backfired on him, as there was NDG lurking in the back of the site, ready to crunch. He's been great back there. Day one was a little rough since then. He's been good, but that's a very, very nice shot from Karon.
That's the aimer Karon. That's what he's proud. But it's going to be, of course, another trade back. Or the backups here. Yeah, the flash from long range as well. Envy, there's a reason he plays so much KO.
Hit a couple good ones. Maybe Texture's got a few in him this time around. Envy,
I thought Envy
was
just
unreal.
Yeah, I thought Envy was going to have the advantage there, but Meteor just flicks right up. His pinch here as the Seekers come out. They're going to have sight. Jesse thinks it's the main force coming out from Metal Door, but it's actually going to be all from main just swarming onto Borkum. Pyramid's taken down, and Munchkin just drawing the attention of Jesse Vash so that he could not provide backup.
Yeah, this is really, really rough now as they get that neural theft online. See Meteor trying to fish for some Cosmic Divide invested here for Gen.G. Try to really make this unassailable. Texture going to be watching mid, but you can see Jesse's already kind of snuck in between the defenses. A trade.
Yeah, back and forth on that long range, but that is going to be another member down for Team Secret. They only have two. NDG has to pick off the 1v1s, and Munchkin just hiding right around the Cosmic Divide. Now, Jesse Vash, sure, he's not spotted, but it's going to be very low on time, and you still have two members in mid. He's going to have to get instant 3 taps. And they're just not showing themselves. They know time is on their side. Munchkin even winning it with the Sheriff, and Gen.G will finally stabilize with a Thrifty of their own.
Yeah, you would think for Gen.G, but NDG still all alone. Mid control being taken here by Team Secret, so the rotations should be able to come through quick. Let's see how long he can hold on.
Yeah, it's just to execute. Now Texture just trying to stay alive for backup, and Lakia with a good swing out right around the pillar. We'll pick off that headshot. Now this site always meant to be empty. NDG was always Karon is distracting Jesse Vash. He cannot come to provide that so valuable recon support on that Silva. Now entering in from tunnels, and Texture is just going to be spammed through the boxes and the wall there. Not going to be able to survive in amidst the toxic screen. Recon pings him, Meteor staying alive. He's trying to isolate the 1v1s. He can't land the shot onto Envy. And now just looking for that post plant, but the 0 point, and it's going to be the null command as well that's just keeping them tied up. They cannot use their skills, and Envy's just pushing out knowing that they can't do anything to stop this defuse. The half has been done. They're still able to try to continue it, and still so much time left on the clock.
Yeah, so this is just a lot that he can do from that position. And the Blade Storm at the ready.
I mean, this is
Texture.
Not a setup that Secret has shown yet in this map. Of course, not completely ridiculous to expect, but Jeremy just hasn't taken this close angle for the double. He has been spotted. The flashes come out with the Cloudburst. He's going to scheme, which is exactly what's needed, so G can start to help pick off the kills at the entrance. No backup in the site, but Texture will still force his way all the way through. In the back, Blade Storm still online. He's hiding behind the box. He'll pick off another one. And oh, the Spike's just trying to be stuck, having trust in Texture, but he can't get there in time. And it's going to be a 4K for NDG.
Whoopsie daisies with Envy. We'll call it that. A little bit of a loop-de-loop, and it's going to be interesting here. But look at that, where that one-way setup. They see him, and that's a great setup.
I mean, even lining up for the headshot on the jump onto the box as well. Jeremy was just prepared for it, knows exactly.
Nobody going for any crazy lurks just yet. Nobody doing anything unorthodox on the side of Team Secret. Jesse Bash now be leaning in, expecting this A hit.
Oh, but Envy's position is so good. He does get flashed, though, right off on the pop flash. The Hunter's Fury was awaiting. Can it delay? Oh, it's actually just going to get a kill. Even gets the second tag as well. Sure, the spike will be planted and the pit will go up, but this is a risky endeavor for Gen.G, but they desperately need it. No way out of this pit. Now the neural theft. They know that both are sitting in the site. There's no exit. They've got him surrounded. Second ping as well. Shock dart, a lot of damage onto Munchkin. Both of them now so low. It's an even fight in the pit, and Jeremy's going to take the pit down. Lakia, he's wrapped all the way around, but they should have a decent idea. The last time he was pinged was in that pit. Can he line it up? He cannot get the second and third. But now, it's still a 1v1, trying to go for that pop flash. He rotates over. He can't find the kill in time, and NGG will just get the defuse as Jesse Vash finishes up. And it's going to cover a lot of that information. Now we'll see what the preparation is. It seemed earlier Team Secret was well aware of this potential pinch. The Seekers come out instantly out of the Cloudburst, and it's going to be a flood onto the site. 3 members jumping all the different angles, and each of them picking up a kill. Now Texture eventually gets straight in, and Envy's is so quick, but Munchkin coming up from the rear on A main picks up a double.
Nice execute there, but Envy able to hide in a spot where nobody's really able to identify him until it's almost too late. 1v2 now.
Oh, that is a wide jump swing, but he'll get the information that he so wants, and Munchkin still safely stationed. Just keeping him at bay with the Trailblazer as well, and Munchkin just standing way out in the open. Hard to expect that one, as NDG gets taken down. Gen.G clawing back with a 3rd round. Or if it's just going to be time spent here on the 10th round. Secret still holding strong on A side as well, just right around.
But Jeremy's going to hear those footsteps,
yes,
so
I mean,
he's going to know.
Yeah, that's why this position is so crucial as well, right? No matter who goes out there, you have information that the exit has happened. Maybe they went mid, maybe they went A, but at the end of the day, they're not coming B side, which is why Jesse Vash now able to try to provide support from behind. Tripwire still holding halls as well. Fragment to buy time. They cannot rush through just yet. The door opens up. Can he get the kill? He takes out Meteor, and that makes the defense just oh so easier. Snakebite cuts off the backup. Texture down the site alone. Gen.G creeping through, but Texture gets taken down. Now it's just 1v1s, one at a time. It's going to be Jesse Vash taking all 3, and Secret leads 7-3.
Yeah,
because they have these playbooks where they need the entire set of utility other than that initial guiding light. But this time, like you said, the ultimate is there, even if the firepower is a little bit weak. They'll get scratched up. Now they're starting to use the Nova Pulse to try to clear it out, but Jeremy's up top this time. He tailwinds back, and now it's the bait and switch with NDG. Lakia will clean that up, but Jeremy, he's just too quick. He's been warmed up here at kickoff. He's here to prove that he deserves to be the primary duelist. Still holding onto the site. Spike is down, 30 seconds on the clock.
Enemy remaining.
Jesse Vash with another cleanup as well.
Yeah, just so impossible for Gen.G to really do anything on this B site. The defense has been phenomenal. Meteor tries to go for the no-scope, gets some damage, but no kill going to be found. People felt like Team Secret might be the underdogs coming in here, and they certainly have something to say about that.
Yeah, a lot of people question.
My.
Jeremy just putting the nail in the coffin almost in this first half. As he takes out Lakia, the only way to securely gather information for Gen.G. Initiator down, no flashes on the board. And now you really just have to duel your way into this site, but there's a pitch, but you didn't clear the site for utility. No reason for Team Secret to move away from it. As I say that, Borkum just kind of charges through as if they actually fully bit the bait. And that's going to be the A site emptied out.
I know.
That's a great fake.
seconds
I mean,
left.
what an interesting usage of that Cosmic Divide. Of course, now you get the information off the neural theft as well from Meteor, so this push from Jesse should be accounted for and dealt with.
And now it's going to be Munchkin on the lurk as well, and I don't think Team Secret really have the leisure to account for that one. Takes out Jeremy, and that about shuts off the round. Like you said, the Poison Cloud trying to sell the idea that they've been bottlenecked, and Team Secret starts just bite. And now, just 2 members. They put up the cyber case trying to stick to the half. They want to get 1 kill, though, and it's not going to happen. And Gen.G, when things are all said and done, 4-8, not as bad as well, right? So just Texture watching his back. Looks like it's always meant to be a full retake onto the A site. Should hear the toxic screen. Oh, and now they want to take out the lurk as well. They're actually going all the way around on the minimap, all the way through elbow. But NDG, not quite in a position you could expect. He should hear all these footsteps. He hears more than one, so he's just going to hold. He doesn't want to get picked off. He knows that he can give the information to his teammates. The tripwire tripped. He's going in. He sees way too many members, and he's going to get he's going to get 1. Will survive, as we do see Borkum trying to come up as a distraction. But the biggest thing is now they have to worry about that flank. Jeremy pushing his way out. And that will free up Team Secret to now keep all eyes on A main. The forces arriving too low for Munchkin. NB gets 1, does find the defuser, has to stop, and that's just the timing. The ping pong back and forth for Jesse Vash, and a clean pistol win for Team Secret.
Phenomenal. You can run back. Now here against Gen.G, kind of looking like a similar type of playstyle where they're just willing to let Gen.G be the one to make the mistakes and then punish them, or at least find ways that Gen.G's setups can be used against them as well.
Oh, gonna check with the drone. Does he check both angles, though? He finds both targets, and they've all been spotted. Only Classics, no way to react to that and fight back. Secret will find a free B site as the members of Gen.G dwindle down to 3. 1 Sheriff in the hands of Texture, and because it's Texture, sure, we never know. But now they hear it. Sheriff in the hands, not giving an easy angle, trying to set up a double there. Can't find the low target Envy either. And you gotta imagine at a certain point, Gen.G, they're just holding. It's just Texture trying to get kills with the Sheriff at long range, but they accept their fate. The rest of them just Classics in hand, waiting for the spike to go off.
Yep, that's just Team Secret doing their due diligence. Jesse Vash with that drone just being like, well, they could be around this corner. We haven't been here. We haven't checked it. And Jesse also good with the Guardian. Lakia gets a dink, gets a kill. That's not bad.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you just had a Classic. You heard that they've got what it takes to just push right up to the finish line in map 1.
And it feels like so much of what Gen.G is playing for here is off of contact. No push-outs, no proactive information gathering, but Karon there just steps out, takes an over-peeking Jeremy out. Now the information Team Secret attempted to be gathered. Karon going to be sitting on the back of Pyramid there. Use that gravity well. That one at least delays. That's not bad.
Yeah, especially with the jet down as well. They know that they have this advantage, but no one aware of mid-doors. Now there isn't a backup. Okay, we do see Munchkin trying to keep his eye on it, but there's just too much time. The timing in favor of NDG. He picks off 1, and Lockett goes down instantly as well. The entire site. I mean, they just all get hit at the same time.
Was expended to check that part of the map, and it pays dividends for Team Secret, who find, once again, another weakness in their defense.
Oh, you see, we're going to pick off Texture, and that is not going to feel good for the star player of Gen.G. We've been talking about how he's had the tournament of his life, and Meteor now trying to scrape together whatever he can. The only remaining member of Gen.G from 2023, but time is not on his side, and neither are the craftiness of Team Secret as they win the 2v1.
Dodge, the 0 point. Now, up and over goes Team Secret once again, going for a mid-explore. I do see Munchkin at least considering this from the double doors. In fact, they're considering it from both angles. They're expecting this, and they were setting up to try to punish it, but the early pressure from the Marshals is going to back Team Secret off more towards B.
Yeah.
Now over into Meteor. I mean, this is a guy you wouldn't mind having this situation.
And he's busy shooting, so he can't get the information with his camera either, and Team Secret punishes that instantly. Realizes if the Cypher is scoping down, there's no way to react to that. Munchkin will pick up a consolation kill, but that's all that's going to be. You got to imagine with all this utility, all the weaponry, and of course the timing in favor of Team Secret that leads them right to map point.
This is a little bit concerning for Gen.G, and just great play from Team Secret. Just absolutely phenomenal stuff from Team Secret. Do not take anything away from them.
This speed, it's a little fast, but Karon, that one singular gravity well right before the no command hits him, it's actually buying just enough time for backup to arrive. Of course, the weakness being applied to Envy helps pick up that initial kill. Meteor now we'll just wait until that KO eventually goes down. But Jesse Vash,
Jeez, Jesse.
I mean, he is trying to clean up house. They're switching positions as well. The pop flash is good. Lucky will pick that up, and they will eventually pinch on to Jesse Vash. Gen.G desperately holding on to this map.
I mean, Jesse's so good today, man. He is looking like his birthday like going their way. Starts to press a little bit with these lurks. Tries to go for some cheeky hero plays. Really pan out. Now Meteor just in a world of trouble. Yes, he has some help. Well, he had some help.
Oh, well, that goes down to the Lunch's Fury. Meteor just trying to stay alive in the cyber cage, but they wait until he has to push out. And now Texture on the flank, but it's going to be a flank for flank as well, as we do see Borkum wrapping all the way into defender spawn. Now Spike is down, time somewhat favoring Gen.G, but they have so few members, and the peek out from NDG doesn't get the kill. Karon has to wait until the screen goes down. He goes for a quick peek, and it's going to be the timing on NDG on the reload. They've now entered the site. But just Texture all alone, and all three members spread out across a 13-5 one-sided victory for Team Secret.
Contact they get here is Team Secret before they really fully commit.
Yeah, but they're not quite aware that the backup's already arrived on Waterfall. Now the Poison Cloud will actually push them back. And now Gen.G looking for a timing on the counter push. It's going to be the Paranoia. It doesn't quite catch anyone as they all jump right around the wall. But that gives the idea to Team Secret that this was a rotate, and they will just hold. They know that they can't win the timing fight if you rotate at the same time. Just looking to re-aggress, make sure that they're not losing control of
attempt to punish the orb push. Munchkin, once again, under a ton of pressure, has to get the heck out of there. All the utility forcing him back, but he's going to re-aggress on this angle. Looking to see if anybody's going to try to push in. And goes in early.
Out. Yeah, Jeremy coming in. It's going to be a double team as well. I mean, Munchkin not quite finding out that it was two members, and it's just kills on all sides, and we see a flawless. They're definitely up there. If we ever get Frenzy team skins, right, team capsules, then GE definitely rising all the way to the top of that. But here, Gen.G, I mean, not trying to use any of the utility that costs some credits, so making sure that they're aware of how to claw back into this. Now a reverse stack onto C site, but Team Secret, they still have a minute on the clock. No reason to push this out. Bork very well aware, and he's going to be able to mow down everybody. Jeremy picks up the last cherry on top with the Vandal. And I mean, no reason to go to the other side. You might as well make sure you're holding the site here for Team Secret. What a disaster for Gen.G.
To Gen.G's credit, there was one player who was aware of it. In the midst of all that chaos, I couldn't quite catch who it was, but kill for Karon. Oh, gets a second. Get some dinks in there. Nice. For Gen.G's credit, they were at least aware of that position of Borkum.
Sure. Obviously, the firepower not in their favor either, but the results will favor Team Secret. And now just a full clash onto Rubble. No means of stopping here for Team Secret either, as they just keep pushing through. Borkum perhaps overeating just a bit further. Wanted to create a better angle, but his teammates not able to counteract that. Jeremy will finally follow through the snakebite, doing work to cut off Lakia's exit into Link.
And going to pump the brakes a little bit here, and this time Gen.G, Texture on site. Munchkin in here as well.
Oh, but Jeremy's just so fast on that swing, and now the backup being called over, but Munchkin, he knows he just needs to stay alive. They have to regroup. Texture on an island in tree. They don't have quite the hard sell information yet, but they do still have their suspicions on the side of Team Secret. Very wary of that tree position. Looking for a pinch, and it's going to be the showstopper to make sure that he doesn't get traded out. And Texture taken down. The site taken over by the Filipino squad. Low health not an issue as you get the site. Munchkin trying to come back around, and it's going to be Envy, who was a little too focused on Heaven, trusting his teammates to push out a tree. That does give an opening for Gen.G. Already a tough round, but Munchkin trying to make the best of what he has left. 2v2. Jesse Vash still remaining. Can't win the fight yet, but time in the favor of Team Secret, as Munchkin just can't get the reload in time, and another bonus round win.
Very nicely handled, as they are really starting to roll with this particular match. And this is concerning for everybody else because, again, you know, obviously if you 2-0 this group, you're going to win, and Jeremy's going to win that duel.
And I was a little afraid of this looking at the minimap as well. I mean, we've seen this type of pinch, the trap play from the defense as we see Team Secret just regaining control. But, I mean, with the weaker weaponry as well, I mean, Team Secret fairly aware they only send Borkum, who does have an exit with
Gen.G here. It doesn't seem like the firepower of Gen.G has any real say in this, or they can't even get it going. Meteor gonna drop down. Heard the spike planted. Gonna see if he can get a few punishes with his Sheriff. Oh, he was ready, but GEN.G swung wide.
Gotta find that first shot. It's just a Stinger and a Sheriff. Most ideal would be a couple extra frags to your name, but you also have to consider Jesse Vash now on the hunt, only 3 points away from those Seekers. If he can get the double here, that would be the most ideal scenario for Team Secret. He gets one, he's trying to swing around. Lakia will eventually shut down the Sky, leaving him 1 point away from the Sky ultimate, but the round already escaping Gen.G's hands, and perhaps the match as well, as they will now be down 0-4 as the spike goes off.
And again, this is very
one opponent's just one day. Now clearing out those angles that Gen.G loves to hold. They often have that cross angle set up with the Killjoy utility, so Team Secret noticing that it's a change, and that gives him the confidence to break in. The Seeker's not going to find Meteor in time, and Jeremy stranded on the entry. Still too much utility left to be able to swarm the site. From the shadows onto the A site. This is a risk, but he's going to just stick it all the way through, and Jesse Vash will catch the rotate on Meteor.
Spike planted.
He had him read. He knew that Meteor likes to try to push out TP as well. A new wrinkle in Team Secret's attack plans. Texture, though, good for one, not good for the other.
Yeah, that's going to be Envy holding time until Jesse Vash can get through. If Borkum can just stay alive, maybe even win this 1v1 against Lakia. No, Lakia with a nice swing and a crouch will clear out the site. They have information about Rubble. They know that Jesse Vash was still on C site. Will they start the defuse? They're going to look for the stick. It's going to be the Paranoia on one side. Charon still trying to defend the diffuser. They're just going to barely be able to stick it and finally get a precious round win as Envy just gets a nice extra ult point to his name. Site just being anchored down by the Viper alongside an alarm bot. And this A site seemingly prepared to empty if need be. You do have that Nightfall on Lakia for a potential retake or to delay.
I mean, he's going to have to find a way to get out of there potentially. Yeah. He's in a really tight spot.
Oh, and Texture dies as well. That's his only exit plan. Lakia now just has to fight, but gets hit by the Paranoia. The Paint Shell's doing some damage to him as well. Scratched up, can't take the rope anymore, son, as he's just stranded in the middle of the site. The Nightfall will buy time, but Jeremy has not been hit. He takes that full health to try to break it open for his teammates on Team Secret. The smoke comes up, but they spotted him right under it, and Borkum will get the spray. And Jeremy hiding in the smoke already. Munchkin just barely surviving. But too many members of Team Secret already on the site, and it's going to have to be a save onto his opponents, bring the backup together, and scare off Team Secret. But Jeremy just barely backs out of it.
Are they even going to be given the chance? It doesn't look like it. Look how far back Team Secret is playing, other than their three-man stack. So they're aware that that could be a possibility bouncing in, and a little ambitious there from Jeremy.
Yeah, I mean, perhaps just trying to get the scout on to how many members are stacked up here, and he gets the information, but Meteor still gets two. Now, is he aware of Borkum having crept in? Now he's very well aware. The Prowler providing the backup. That will be weapons recovered as well.
That's left me scratching my head a little bit with Team Secret. That one a little bit ambitious. Not much help for Jeremy. Envy, though, good against Charon.
That should lead to the spike plan as well on one side or the other. Oh, having a little too much faith. That B site was open, though, as Envy still trying to check onto the A side, and that's just walking right through the decay. The Frenzy finishes the job for Munchkin. And Envy now just looking to get maybe the Viper's Pit up and ready for the next round as time not on his side. He won't even be able to finish that as Lakia will get the last kill.
Bunch of ults available. Team Secret with their showstopper lining up towards C, but the push out is going to be tough for Gen.G potentially if they go for this.
Well, yeah, they've got a double setup as well. Just going to hide away in that box. It's going to have to be a quick peek there, and he's not going to find the kill, but it is a setup for Munchkin. He gets scratched up through the wall. The trap play from Gen.G dismantled. Curiosity has killed the cat, and Meteor can't afford that in this round. Same goes for Lakia. He'll find one, but can't escape with his life. 45 seconds still on the clock. So much leisure for Team Secret.
Meteor has to win this battle if they're going to take this round.
No, the swing out from NDG.
Unbelievable.
I mean, great movement as well. Just a quick react on that first contact. And Charon, while
carry that very, very expensive weapon over into the next round, as Team Secret will claim their 6th. Go up 6-2. Alarm bot to check for texture over on the other side.
Yeah, and I'm very curious about this because one of the things that plagued Gen.G's opponents yesterday is that even if you knew the setup, you couldn't break it. This time it's going to be the guiding light that absolutely denies the turret that frees up Jeremy to fly high with the showstopper, and that is going to be the site broken open and actually cleaned up as well. Jeremy and Borkham continuing to fire on all cylinders, and it's just Texture left with the operator in hand. It has to be saved once again. One of the worst scenarios for your opper where you're just holding on for dear life.
Yeah, this is just really apparent in how sideways it's going. Yeah, NDG should have him dead to rights here, to be honest.
It's so quick, right? It's so hard to predict that NDG would have just been chilling the entire time in the middle of the map. Oh no, is he going to go for it? It's going to be the Filipino special from NDG. Welcome to Team Gen.G here. Karon does have the option to back out if things go south on C site. Now one more Nano Swarm waiting, as they do know they like to bait this out, and Meteor just going to be holding that off angle. Will snipe him out of the sky, so Gen.G a good bit of an adaptation after the last one, and Borkham gets a little dicey on that shadow step forward, and Meteor answers back, here to support the team that he's been fighting for the past 2 years, but it's a collapse for Jesse Vash. Round still in favor of Gen.G, but mental.
Look, it can still happen. You're not out of this by any stretch of the imagination. Well, they're going aggressive.
Well, I mean, if they have that confidence off of that trash talk, they got to deliver on it. It's going to be a triple kill for Karon on Texture. Still holding on. Lakia here for backup. Is Secret aware that there's more forces? They absolutely are. A 2-for-2 trade in favor of Secret and Killjoy. But the early rotate from Munchkin. The lockdown, he wants to find a timing here, wants to isolate the 1v1s. He's got to find it, but Envy lines up the headshot.
And again, an attempted hero play from Munchkin gets shut down.
Spike planted.
Trying to see if he can cut off both these players. Meteor.
Timing, he gets one. He's so quick with it. Still got it with the scope, but doesn't get the collapse.
Push through enough to know. Now you're going to expect one in there in some aspect or another. Seeker's going to be committed here through the site. Borkham for a little information check. Lockdown to try to delay, and Meteor able to step up with a stinger and get Jeremy.
All right, that should be a weapon recovered as well with this lockdown in favor of them. He will get detained, but teammates on standby. Gen.G surely aware as we do see Jesse Vash just trying to get only 20 seconds left. Jesse Vash is here to try to sell the fake, the Nightfall, but it's going to tag 2 members, and Gen.G should have a strong idea. The run and gun with the stinger, and Lakia does it when Gen.G needs it most. Shuts down the round. No time for a spike plant. No way to get the ace for Borkham. And it will be a 4th round win. Not much area gained. Eventually, it's just the force rotate on to B, but there's still an alarm bot, a Nano Swarm, and the toxic screen as well. Jesse Vash is so prepared for this as they just walk right into the deadliest trap in the pistol round. Spike down past the toxic screen. Paint chose to push him out alongside Snakebite. They'll get that kill, but they have no idea how many more members there might be. That's good news for Gen.G as it's just 1 member on the site. Now a 3v3. Not aware of Baby Door. It's a quick swing from Texture. Equals it out. NDG tries to find a timing. That's a risky move against the likes of Texture and Munchkin. And the entire crowd here at the S Factory trying to cheer on the home team.
That's encouraging. If Texture can get into this game, then things can get real scary real fast.
Yeah, you want to get him fired up, but Jeremy shuts him right back down and says, I've been climbing that power ranking here for VCT Pacific Kickoff. Gets another shot through the smoke. Nearly a run and gun with the Sheriff. Karon's not going to feel good about that one. Gen.G now stuck at door. Jesse Vash with a cheeky timing, but the Prowler will spot him out. Not going to be able to use that to his advantage this time. Envy even. Another Prowler as well. Full util usage. Getting that value for Lakia, but Envy is just too quick with it. Jeez. I mean, this round not going in any way that it was supposed to on paper. And NDG has found a timing. But so has Meteor. Now, unbeknownst to each other, we'll walk through ring around the Rosie. It's going to be hard to recognize that NDG might be in the site, but Meteor, he does make sure he's thorough.
Meteor, once again, going to be watching for the lurks, watching that B angle.
Oh, this crossfire could be deadly. Both of them elevated as well. Not sure if Gen.G is going to check the left side. And Texture, he's going to make sure he's thorough, but it's Envy. 1 more. Texture not able to get the 180 swivel as he has to get the kill. Snakebite down as well. Time in the favor of Team Secret. 15 seconds on the clock. It has to be a quick rotate to B, but the backup has arrived. Jeremy, if he gets 1 kill, once again, it's the showstopper. That Raze ultimate that's going to ruin the show for Gen.G. They will be able to stick the defuse. The kill not coming through for Jeremy. A Meteor keeps Gen.G's hopes alive once again.
Unreal from Meteor here. That was a tough spot to be in. That had to be some kills, so they had the time to get that plant down.
Wrap around.
Now 1v3.
Munchkin, a little shaky on that, but Envy, of course, well aware of the possibility. He's got that full year of experience last year in VCT Pacific and has grown as
an upgrade on the Vandal as well.
Yeah, just barely gets out. Half buy here with 2 Marshals and a Vandal.
Still that showstopper to be considered for Gen.G, so they're really playing patiently. Still the Haunt, another utility available. Jesse Vash gets spammed through the wall.
Yeah, you gotta imagine Meteor's also been on the receiving end of that wall quite a few times, so the experience coming through and Texture will just blast back through. Timing not in favor of Borkum, hands out for the Paranoia and the Shadow Step, and a nice headline search for Texture as he clears out Heaven as well, keeps the defenders at bay. I mean, Meteor bought the time and Texture has arrived. Lotus, Gen.G.
Doubt they're looking so clean. Turret, check positioning. Meteor gonna try to get aggressive on the back of it. Knows the Marshall's there, and he's got the double 3 in the round for Meteor. And Gen.G, operator and a showstopper of his own, the Odin in play for NDG as well. So you can see the stack towards A. Really, really strong here for Team Secret. This looks to be a trap in the making. Look where those nanos are, too.
Yeah, the Deep Alarm bot, it is going to signify, but the Prowler pushes him out, and the repositioned Meteor on the timing. Texture all the way up into Heaven. Does that? Oh, yes, he does! I will eat my words as Borkum gets taken down by the Showstopper. Thought it was going to be another moment for Texture where he misses an opponent, but it's a 180 swivel with the rocket.
Now you got to save here, I think.
Yeah, I mean, you have to. You invested into that operator. Sure, you have the showstopper, but now it's absolutely a call. The real question is the operator, can Jeremy stay alive? He's trying to stay as far back as possible. Not going to be spammed out. Yeah, doesn't want to take that risk as Jesse Vash will pick up 2 to his name. That's the Seekers Online.
Yeah. So Team Secret is going to want to absorb the pressure a little bit more before they spring their trap.
Yep, baby door being broken, so putting some pressure onto the B side. The Paranoia as well, they actually just want to speed on through as Meteor's already taken up all the space up to the entrance. Texture in. The real question is, how do you get out? The Seekers have come through. Texture is hit. He's just trapped in the middle of the site. Spike can't go down. Eventually it does. The Snake Bite's just doing a little bit of damage onto Charon. And now a hold on the site. The lockdown early to make sure that they can buy time, and that's going to allow the pit to come up as well. The showstopper has to be used on one part or another, but the lockdown buys so much time as Jeremy just
this
can't
round as well. Let's not let this slide any further away. Ooh, a leg tag there. And the finish from Jesse.
All right, I mean, I don't mind the aggression from Texture as well, of course, trying to take out that operator.
Never got sprung. So the trap is still going to be a little bit
holding on to the Nanosword, but that's not going to pay off, and it's just a walk right through as Texture with a wide swing onto NDG, opens up the site. Lucky and Karen following suit. A site broken open, and Jesse Vash just will not find the time. They're ready to spring the execute, and this time, as they see no reaction to the alarm bot, they say, let's just push our luck a bit further. I mean, it looks like Team Secret really wants to wait until the last minute, and they're into the site.
No doubt. Some nice shots from Jeremy, but the money is no problem, no concern at all. Jesse gone.
Okay. No chance for
his own to counter the duelist. Munchkin might be crossing paths with Jeremy here in a second as this execute is about to happen.
Yeah, it's just going to be quick clear on the utility, of course. Oh, meanwhile, on the other side, Jeremy pushes out very far out, though. Picks off the tail end of Gen.G, and that forces her hand a bit. Sure, you have a minute left, but either you need to regain control of A main, or you're going to have to go for a fast push onto C. That latter part, of course, timing not in your favor. A Prowler draws out the showstopper. He doesn't have his goal. He jumps over the rocket. Lakia, you madman! The acrobatics as he keeps the hopes of Gen.G alive in this round. Seconds on the clock. Kieran's going to have to jump through, and the site is not open. Now it's the From the Shadows. Chooses elsewise. You already saw the pit on A. It's the only site that was open, and he will barely get the plant with 1 second left. Meteor holding the angle. They have to hold on 2 members for now. Backup has already arrived. Lakia's still on the lurk. He's going to run into Envy. That's a death on the side of Gen.G. Texture now holding from main. Meteor trusts his teammates, gets the swing. Contact there, now contact ready for heaven. And Envy's going to start pushing through his zone as NDG. Texture all alone. A little late to the party with the operator, and despite the heroics of Lakia, full send on to A. Maybe a rotate altogether in through Baby Door if things really don't go their in the way of their ideas. It's going to be a haunted shot. Jeremy finds a nice timing shot. The showstopper still goes through, but the paranoia holds him at bay. Borkum hiding in his own smoke. The site has been cleared up, but it's going to be Texture answering back against the earlier off shot from Jeremy. Just trying to pressure if anyone's here. Texture wants to go, and he sees the barrel, but he can't find the kill. Yes, he does right at the edge. The operator down, the raise down for the speed retake, but they will start flowing through. Lockdown. Meteor can stay out of range in tree. Just opening the door. Will he actually exit? Yes, he will. They want to hold from outside, just a firing range onto the spike. Now the locked in over, and it's going to be a quick peek out, but the judge is not what they expected. A 1v1 Kieran solo. The judge, no, it's the Vandal switch up at long range, but he does not have time. Jesse Vash will try to stick it, but it's going to be too late as Gen.G reaches map point on Lotus.
Some util here. Toxic screen and the haunt going to be available. That might be the go time. Still the boombot there for Jeremy to maybe cause a little disruption. Because he's going to push the smoke.
Oh, and it's just not going to pay off. His Texture just finds him right away, and now it's going to be the C's. They know that it's caught on to somebody. The Prowler there, they hear the Bucky, and that's timing for Meteor to swing around and get an easy double kill lined up. B site is now open. NDG and Borkum left alone. NDG will swing through with some heroics, but Charon rookie for rookie, and it's going to be the last kill for Texture as S Factory blows up, and Gen.G bringing us to a map 3.
What in the... those lineups need to work to get around those walls.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be the biggest question is how do you combat the wall, and of course a bit of an aggressive push. Now a lot of teams favoring taking over that snowman now with the site changes on B. It's going to be entire control, but they realize the site's been empty, so a little weary of this retake, and it's going to be the delayed Dizzy coming out, and it's going to get the flashes onto everyone. Munchkin set up for a nice double kill. Envy just trying to stay alive, but Meteor has wrapped around, and it is a very quick retake for Gen.G.
Well, the wall is attempted. Got to
heat up a little bit towards the end of Lotus. Obviously had a rough going for the majority of that map, though. See if he can regain his confidence a bit more as we see no armor on the side of Team Secret, just a Sheriff for Jeremy. He's aware of this angle, but Munchkin just drops down, resets his aim with the Guardian. It's going to be a quick double kill. Actually just pushes forward for the third as well. Envy catching strays a little bit. Jesse Vash and Meteor in a battle to stay alive more than anything, but Meteor will clean up that kill.
Great finish here by Texture. I just love the way, well, you're not going to be able to do some of those things that you really would like to. Drone's going to come out.
Here comes the hit. Love it. That wall can't come up. Sure, the slower comes out, but they don't have full control. Munchkin gets another kill to his name as well as the Sova now goes down. No great way to get information as Team Secret. They haven't gotten control of the A site, but they don't really have an exit either. They're going to have to force their way in. Charon not landing the shots, but does back them out just enough. Going to have to reposition, tries to get out with his life. Munchkin is there to go for the trade. Spike still not in position. The wall finally comes up. A flash drive to delay them. Snake bite at the ready. Munchkin, another kill. 2 triples back to back with the Guardian. He's still hungry for more as the Outlaw cleans up one. 1v1, and now Texture has dashed forward. Now got the Guardian. Mind games at the ready between NDG and Texture, and NDG knows he still has 30 more seconds. Just wants to wait for Texture to make a mistake. The one who approaches may be the one who bites the dust, but NDG with a nice swing out from the far side.
He had an open hand briefly before we cut to the replay, so I thought maybe he'd keep it, but instead they're going to opt to just keep going with this Outlaw, knowing that it's with the economy, there's going to be a couple half armor buys that are going to have to come through if they go for full rifle buys.
Exactly. Just a good read on the economic situation. Still able to fire off 2. Now tries to set up a trade for Munchkin, but a little greedy on that one. Just wanted to buy enough time for Texture to find an exit. Sure. Now he's not going to find...
NDG, I should expect that this is going to be a rotate. Yeah, indeed. You can see that Envy as the spike, and he's going to be moving. It's just been no information gathered. A nice shot by Texture to take down Jeremy.
Just a flick all the way around. I thought on the minimap, Jeremy absolutely should have the advantage there. And that shuts down the approach. Now the toxic screen, and the question becomes, what does your retake look like? Texture very low at 15 HP. Can pick up a Vandal though, so firepower coming up. And Envy not going to be able to use that Resurrection just yet. See if he gets an angle on the retake, and Lakio just a quick flick downwards, clears out NDG. Right under Raptor has been cleared, and it's going to be a Collat, it looks like, from Envy. A double kill either way for the Sage. Does have the Resurrection, and that's going to bring Jesse Vash back up. It's going to be Intel and Shock Darts available. Only 15 HP and a Dream. Spots one, but the Shock Dart barely dodges it. Texture just wants to find the 1v1s, but they won't give it to him. And Team Secret ties it up 2v2.
Damage with it for sure. Trying to gain a little bit of space here towards Garage to put this Bucky to good use.
And that's the drone, and that should spot you. Just wanted to find a time, but the Fragment actually does a little bit of damage. How does he still get 2 kills as he's just getting burned by his own teammate? He's got to fight for his life, takes down 2. And Munchkin still hidden behind Yellow. Meteor's going to get the first kill. They're just not quite aware, but it is a wide swing from Borkum. Picks up the kill after a bit of a spray. Alarm bot deleted, and the site somewhat in control. The wall going to do a lot, but the real question is Vandal picked up on the flank by Texture. He's wrapping around, Spike not planted, and another kill for Meteor through the ground, and Texture will get a free kill to his name as they bounce back with a thrifty for Gen.G. A little bit of humor to watch as it's going to be a double push out from both angles as well. Both onto Raptors and Pipes. And Texture, nice quick kill. No overheat, backs off. And Gen.G, they've dwindled down the numbers of Team Secret down to 4 once again.
And this was Jeremy something out there with a Marshall. Presence revealed.
Saw you, Marsh.
Just trying to make sure that they're not giving up positions on A. They even get the Dizzy spot as well, and that's an easy kill for Texture. No sightline for Borkum, and Meteor holds true on B side. Side should be the main forces, as nothing was spotted on B either. Just leaving Meteor to watch the potential lurk in mid. And this is the site already flooded by Gen.G. Not sure if Team Secret will have any guesses to this. They start to see the wingman. They're a little wary, but Karen with a quick trade, and they haven't spotted Texture yet either. All angles still held by Gen.G. And now the Thrash to push them out. He does get the detain onto both, and it's just going to be a quick chase down as they're trying to find the last member, and Lakia will chase him down. Gen.G with a great rotate, great read on mid.
Texture here. Now finally, with an operator in hand, Meteor has a lockdown as well to boot. 4 ults for Team Secret, and the opener for Texture is good.
And it's Sage as well. I mean, that absolutely breaks apart the composition of Team Secret. The Viper down as well, and the kill doesn't come through, and it's going to be the same from Lakia. They just cannot get this Jet out of this position. 8 HP and still alive. No need to reload if you're just able to find the shot for Texture. Very confident. Has his back covered with his teammates who have arrived in time.
Just unbelievable. I mean, now the coordination and the teamwork is there for sure, but Team Secret is playing so scared because Gen.G is beating them at every twist and turn.
Spots one, wanted to get a bit more information. A little risky, but the Huntress Fury is going to come out to clear him. He still stays alive above the slow orb. Envy finally answers back, but it took a little bit too much time. It's a null command and the lockdown now for Gen.G. They want to make this a speedy retake. They know one's up on Heaven as he slides all the way out, but Meteor just chases through. No one gets out of my lockdown for free, he says. And that's the defuse being stuck. NDG, you just have to swing out. You just have to get the kills. You have to go for the spray down, but they're ready for it. Half already done. All 3 members aiming down their barrels. And it's another round for Gen.G. Waiting to be a hit from Team Secret.
I'm going to forgive Munchkin a little. I don't expect the wide swing there either, especially with the operator in play.
Oh, and the snake bites as well. All these mollies coming up from Gen.G. It's just keeping them tied up even further as they just waltz through the toxic screen. On for the ace for Munchkin, the IGL, and he will get it. Riles up the Korean crowd, cheering for...
Extremely difficult here now, especially Texture still an operator to worry about. Everybody but him basically shifted over towards that ace. But Jeremy with a nice shot.
Yeah, I guess just wasn't caught when he first swung out onto Conveyor. He's able to swing back, and he's ready for the follow-up as well. That makes things a little dicey for Gen.G. Now, during all of that...
Able to head over towards the B site. Now, Gen.G somewhat prepared for this. Toxic screen.
Oh no.
Cover up.
The pop out from Texture. He's ready for it, and it's the Sage of all things. Res down, wall down. The spike is no longer safe. He has to stick it, but the snake bite's coming out. It should land. No, Charon finishes it with the Vandal. They know time is in their favor. The pit goes up onto the plant. Team Secret, what are your answers? You have to wrap around. They're going to the deeper end. Onto Snowman, trying to protect the spike, and it will finish. It's going to be GEN.G with the operator that barely saves the round for Secret. So the counter utility with the slow orb. And just mid being watched from 2 by Meteor. He's going to slow push out. They want to regain control, and that's a slow walkout from Jeremy. The res was there, trying to beat it up, but Lakia's here for backup as well.
Oh, look at Texture. He's getting out of 2. So that's going to open the door here a bit.
He needs to get the first kill. If he doesn't, well, it's not going to matter because that potential is now gone. And GEN.G will open up the site. It's going to be a retake for GEN.G as they now swap over to the Vandal. Thrash at the ready, but that's all of Team Secret.
Oh, Munchkin. Nasty, nasty opener. Yeah. Lakia traded right out.
But count that down to 4. Now the null command. No Thrash is going to hurt, but it's just going to be dwindling down to 3 now. If Texture can find the first kill onto Envy, it will not happen. Munchkin all alone. Fragment lineup to try to clear out behind Yellow. Trying to just funnel them in. It's going to land a little bit too far. And that might just be the dying heartbeats of this round for GEN.G as Team Secret will get the 4th round. And just catch up to Forge is going to push all the way into Snowman, given the positioning so far. Just an early check with that 0 point.
Meteor here. Potential lurk battle with him and Jeremy on the other end of this.
You gotta watch out. Oh, they are gonna push all the way through, and it's going to be the Nestorm that goes off. So not the entire team quite there, but Charon picks up the first kill, and he's going to find sight. Borkum eventually cleans it up with the headshot. A nice angle from Texture, but he can't find the kill. Spike still not planted. They have to take it back out of the site, and they're gonna have to run all the way through as Meteor has cleared out the A site, but 2 members lost. Now a 2v4. Meteor has to hold true with only 22 HP. He has to do the impossible and dwindle down the numbers of Team Secret as Munchkin has to run in and stick the plant. No cover for Munchkin. He's just gonna put it as far as possible. Meteor wants the first kill, the run out from Borkum. He's ready for the trade, but Munchkin 1-for-1 trade, and that's the wall up. Meteor, you just can't get back into the site. By the time you finish carving out the ice, the spike will be defused. And it's going to be Team Secret picking up the pistol.
Huge, huge win here. Tag of damage there on the Meteor. Not much done, actually.
Yeah, Meteor barely just getting a scratch there, and it looks to be a double swing out, and he's just going to hold the spray just enough for 2 kills, and the Ghost with the slow orb is going to secure a 3rd. The commitment with the Stinger, you really have to stick with it, and he knows just how many bullets he has set up from Team Secret. Meteor looking for a cheeky kill, but the recon is just going to give the 4th over to Envy. Ghost Plants now hunting for the ace. Teammates trying to help scout out for him. And it looks like Jesse Vash just following up on the ropes as well. Now they have information. It's the Stinger spray, and Envy will answer back with an ace of his own.
An explosive execute as all 5 members of GEN.G are making their way over.
Yeah, all in main as well. I mean, Borkum, if he gets the spray down, if he gets the snake bites accurately, this could shut down the entire thing. He wants to close the angle. He doesn't want to swing out too early, but it might be a little too late. He does hear the tailwind, though. It's the perfect time. As the snake bite goes down, it's going to have the debuff. Eventually gets the kill onto Charon. That slows him down enough. Only 20 seconds left on the clock. No easy way to force this. You got to send the wingman in. The Nano Swarm's now done. The Dizzy to make sure that the spike goes all the way through, and it's a nice flash as GEN.G gets 2 kills on the board. 3 versus 2. You do have the res, but do you have the opportunity to use it? No. It will get taken out. They now have information on the last member, Jeremy, with a Bulldog. Pushing through, Mosh at the ready. Could just be an easy double swing, and it is as soon as they get audio.
It's just a full-on slow push up here, and it's been left decently wide open. That knife's not going to get any of the info on Team Secret's positioning.
Yeah, I mean, they know that the entire entrance has been empty, and I think perhaps also just noting that that's been the tendency of Team Secret so far. Wingman actually able to get the spike. A long-range pick initially to try to get through. It's going to be the null command to make sure no extra skills can be used, but they've already pushed through. They've already surrounded Yellow. And Lakia, you have to hold true, but he gets taken out by the flash. And Charon, he can't stabilize as he finds 2 targets on his screen. The 2 members, Munchkin and Meteor, can they fire through? It's just the IGL left, and he doesn't have enough firepower left in the bank. It seems Secret.
If you are going to be able to get across this Team Secret team because they still have their teamwork fully online.
Well, speaking of floods, it's going to be a flood onto the A site this time from Gen.G. Can't get through the wall too quickly, the dash through, but I don't know if he's quite cleared that pocket as they have it, and Envy just sprays down too. Thought he would have had the site, but Meteor speaks through. Makes sure that he reads through that wall with an eye of his mind. But they just can't get into the site. I mean, the entire push has been stopped, but Meteor with a Sheriff. He's not ready to stop just yet. No reason to back out. They want to stick for the fight. Just looking for some gun up rates. He can't get it. And it's just a stinger for Charon. Too many members, and NDG will find him at the end.
Plant down.
Yeah, just a quick one, but the 100's sure going to be sent out because he knows that they're all corralled into green, and it's just going to be an easy kill onto Munchkin. That's an important member. You know, that's one less molly. 2 flashes down, the info down as well.
Here.
And it's that 0 point that gives it away. They know what the attack is going to look like. They know where they're setting up. Jesse
and it's going to buy them enough time, but Team Secret, maybe they have some choices to push through. They're trying to make sure that yellow is empty. Texture just trying to get out. 5 members left still. The pit available, so is the res, so they can get aggressive. And that's exactly what's going to happen. Thrash trying to keep them at bay is going to detain 2 members, but it's still plenty to go for the defuse. The wall trying to force the half out. The detain just hasn't finished just yet, but NDG with the trade. The res comes back up. It's still 4 members. The opposite is true. Charon needs to get the kills. They haven't got that yet. And Charon with the firing range. Is it enough? Tondo Gaming comes in, but it will be enough time for Gen.G to climb back up to 10.
What a play from Charon.
What is it? The spike plan continues to be given up by Team Secret.
Look where Jesse's playing with this Judge. It's way in the back towards Snowman, expecting some kind of aggressive push out. Well, Borkum just says they're not going to get that far anyway. They're going to have to go through my guns first.
Yeah, Borkum finally stopping the plant, stopping the push as well. It's a good shout onto that Snowman, and they have to back out. Now they know the backup's all here.
There's too many players of Team Secret here to really accomplish what you want to.
Okay, the 0 point to push them back.
Oh, look at Jesse.
Yeah, still haven't heard the Judge just yet, though, and the Wingman will not get the plant down. And now they just have to push through. They don't have an option. The spike once again stranded, and the Judge is watching it, ready to lay down the reckoning here.
30 seconds
and it's just going to be Gen.G corralled around yellow. Meteor trying to make something happen with a very exposed location, and Jeremy will get the call, picks up the kill. And only 15 seconds left. The round surely in favor. The momentum stops. And now going back to that initial start with the 2-3 split default, and without the great weaponry, they will just have to file into the crosshairs. A nice swing to escape the first shot, and Jeremy gets tagged back, left down to 11 HP. Borkum has to give up on the backup as well. They have to empty the entire site. Jeremy looking for a sliver, but he gets spotted once again. The heal comes out from Envy, but the site given up, and the pin goes up from Gen.G. Borkum does find a nice kill though. Onto Texture, that's the jet down, the star duelist of Gen.G out of the picture. Only 2 rifles in hand for the Korean team.
Oh, great util to clear this pit, but the shooting does!
Yeah, they are just getting sprayed down, and the wall comes up, but it's not going to be that what matters. It's just going to be the deaths. You can see Munchkin on the screen of Meteor there on the camera, just kind of giving up, stretching out.
Anti-plant defense.
Oh, the push in. The nanoswarms there once again. Just barely getting under the bridge. Just trying to bait out any util towards Snowman, but he's just going to hold right under. Wants to cover these angles for his teammates, be the first point of contact, but he has too many angles to check. I mean, 180 degrees, that's so rough for him, but it's going to be Charon still standing right on the site. Denies the lockdown. Envy there to stop the push out. And now, once again, Munchkin and Meteor left all alone. The op just scratches them all the way down, and Meteor just cannot swing around fast enough. Borkum will get the last kill, and Team Secret regains control. Not going to be able to get recovered, but it's a quick push, trying to draw the attention out so they can get the spike safely into the site.
Got that Thrash again. Send that out, see if they can clear a little bit of space, get a little bit of info, and they do, and they get that plant down as well.
Meteor needs to stay alive, but he loses control of Tube. But thankfully for Gen.G, they still have 2 members on the late lurk. The 0 point is going to tie up the retake for just a bit longer. He wants his Thrash so badly, and he will get it. The Mosh, don't know if it's going to land to clear things out, but NGG, he spotted both, so he's well aware that there is another member coming. And it's a back out entirely. The pit goes up, and you're not going to have too much time to regain control. The Thrash is going to just get shut down by Jesse Vash, and that's the defuse all the way through. The sites themselves haven't changed too much. So the philosophy is there. The drone is going to spot everybody. I mean, this is just a hard tell that it's an A push, and the site has been flooded already. Dizzy goes down, nobody flashed out. It's just a trade from Jeremy, but eventually Charon will push through. bringing up the firepower for Gen.G. The spike will get planted as Karen gets the third. Gen.G trying to stay alive. Now a deep lurk from NDG. How many can he get? Rookie for rookie, can he find the kills? Barely spots one. Is gonna find the first kill onto Karen, but he's not quite aware, but a nice swing onto Meteor. Munchkin has the timing on NDG. 1v1. Munchkin versus Borkum, and Munchkin can get this. He doesn't land onto the pipes, but he would get the null command. He realizes that he's not on it. He knows the last angle he was on. Waiting for the jump peek. Should peek out right at the half, and he does find him. The half not quite done yet. He spots the spike as well. Goes for the spray down. Knows that he should be out of time, and Munchkin will secure the kill. Bring up the null.
Teams have been afraid to play Team Secret on this map. Everybody remembers how good they were on this map when it was still in the pool last year.
Operator for Jeremy gets spotted deep in from that 0 point. Both teams getting a lot of information through their initiator utility. Everything rides on this round for Team Secret. If they can close it out, they will start this play-in round robin with a match win, getting one step closer towards Masters Madrid. And Jeremy gets taken down. Operator down. Resurrection comes up, but that's the Siege util out. You know the Siege is still there. You sure that he doesn't get caught out. We'll just keep them at bay, trying to stick around to the very last minute on that lockdown. Jesse Bash gets one going. Envy just pushes forward as the lockdown goes through, and that's going to give an opening for Texture to push all the way in. Null command activated later to delay the retake. Spike not planted. Clears out the site. Munchkin feeling safe for the plant. 3 versus 2. No util left on the side of Team Secret. And the flash will keep them at bay. NDG spots one. Should bring out the call for Borkum. Is Borkum ready for it? No, Munchkin still gets the headshot. And NDG has to power through 3. 1 down, 2 more to go. Can he have the time to do it? The young rookie that was playing online eventually gets taken down. And ladies and gentlemen, it is overtime in our first best of 3. Deep 0 point. Lots of spam trying to stamp Texture. Very aggressive. But he does have his back covered. Oh, and he's not going to find the shot. He thinks they might have swung in too deep, and Jeremy with a late timing.
Where that player's head is going to pop out, there's a lot of options.
Lakia.
Ooh, Lakia!
And that's a deep flash from his teammate Munchkin, but he's only going to find 1 kill. He definitely needed more. The spray not going to find the kill onto Envy. It's a quick flood onto the A side, and a nice double swing from NDG and Borkum will clear out the site. And the first round of OT going very much in Secret's way. Karon's still alive, but 4... So whatever you can do to bring up that confidence. We know how snappy his aim can get. He's ready for the trades, but it's just another double swing with NDG and Envy. And Team Secret leads 13-2. Try to get them into a position. Secret very quick on the rotate though. Back up all at the ready. Karon knows that Borkum's been playing up in Evan. Borkum has to back out. Karen is still already deep. Secret's just not ready for it. And Texture watching for the lurk. Doesn't find the pick, but gives the information to Karon, who is still holding her on site. Borkum eventually takes down his nemesis, the opponent Viper. 1v2. Borkum is in time. Oh, he gets a third. 10 seconds on the clock. Left. Texture, he has to stick the plant. No, he's going for the kill, and he will get it with the shorty shutting down. Turret as well. Operator on the B side. Mosh to buy time. The mollies are all coming through. They just can't get in safely. They will get delayed. Munchkin stays alive in the back of sight. Does he find an angle? He finds one through the screen. Can he find another? No. Jeremy will get that trade, but it's a double stack in the back of sight. Karen and Meteor just holding through as Lakia will even things out. Now a 1v2 once again for NDG, and it's going to be Karen, rookie for rookie, as he fires back. Gen.G leads one of attention onto into
Jeremy
mid.
though.
Do they expect this? I mean, surely they have to. They've left it open for so long. Meteor looks like he wants to check it, but the angle is so advantageous for Jeremy. Meteor just does not think he's already going to be on Conveyor. Jeremy now on an island, just wants to buy time. Envy does get picked off across his own wall. If Jeremy dies here, that is going to be bad news for Secret as the site feels so weak. Still 55 seconds. Gen.G, do they keep in mind how much time has passed since they have cleared mid? Borkum, he gets one, and that's going to be the end of it. Munchkin saves him. Lakia has been holding control of green, and Gen.G, they feel that they are close as they lead the charge onto the site, and potentially as they try to lead in the play-ins today.
Tough situation now on site here for NDG.
It's so good! The pings are perfect. He just sprays it down. 25 seconds left. Now, just trying to bait out his position. Lakia's ready for it, and NDG gets the trade onto Munchkin. Lakia, it's mind game for mind game as he only has 9 HP. He has to bait him out, and he will get the wraparound. NDG does not suspect it.